What up dudes? Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about alcohol and why it should be illegal. So this is a topic I talk about all the time. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a very long time. Let me first start off with a couple facts that I found. So by illegal, I mean it should be Schedule 1, it should be a Class A drug. And before I get into that, there are reasons that it isn't illegal, and I disagree with them. And that's why I'm speaking out, because I disagree with the law, I disagree with scheduling, and I disagree with the reason why it's legal. The highest classification for a drug, the most illegal drug out there, is Schedule 1, or Class A in the UK. For a drug to make it to the Schedule 1 list, Schedule 1 drugs have a high potential for abuse, as well as a high potential for severe dependency. As there's no currently accepted medical use for these drugs, all possession or use is illegal. So there we go, that's how scheduling works. A drug becomes the most illegal if it has no accepted medical use. So let's start off with that. Medical use. Where is the medical use in alcohol? I know that alcohol can be treated for wounds and stuff, but people don't consume that, they just rub it on the wound. I mean drinking alcohol. Why is drinking alcohol accepted? There is no medical use in drinking alcohol. Schedule 1 drugs have a high potential for abuse. Does anyone out there know any drinker that drinks once a year? No, doesn't happen. Most people drink once a week, and other people drink every day. It has a high potential for abuse because it's addictive, and it's so easily accessed. You can get a hold of it in a second. The other point was a high potential for dependency. Again, alcohol is addictive, so people get dependent on it because, and let me get into the reasons why a lot of people drink. A lot of people drink to forget. Alcohol makes you forget things easily. Not really, it kind of suppresses it for a bit and then it comes back. It doesn't really get rid of it completely. So people that have been hurt, people that are stressed, a lot of people drink for that reason. It makes you forget, it hides that you're sad. Other people drink because everyone else is doing it. You should never feel socially pressured into drinking. First of all, it's not cool. There's nothing cool about it. Everybody knows what alcohol does. It's poison. It does a lot of damage to your body. I'm not going to get into statistics because I can't find the correct ones, and I don't know if there's any way of possibly getting the correct ones, but I'll leave some links in the description to a lot of different statistics, mainly with the UK, because that's where I'm from. So alcohol causes a lot of deaths and a lot of injuries, a lot of illnesses, and a lot of crimes. And that's because when you drink, you lose control of your body. It's a disassociative. It makes you lose control. You don't remember what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Because of that, a lot of stupid stuff happens, and a lot of people get hurt. So just by looking at that, the law doesn't make any sense. Drug laws don't make sense. Scheduling doesn't make any sense because they're clearly just picking and choosing whatever they like. They're not actually categorizing drugs in the correct place. So I think alcohol should be illegal. I don't know how to change laws, but I do know how to make a YouTube video. So this is me using my influence to get my point across. So some of you start to think about it. Alcohol is a depressant, and people try and cure their depression with alcohol, which it's double negative, it doesn't work. Okay, here are just some other things that alcohol does. Alcohol closes your third eye. So if you're ever trying to follow a spiritual path and you're drinking alcohol, it's never gonna work. You're never gonna find what you're looking for. It clouds your judgment. You can't make rational decisions under the influence of it. And I don't mean just when you're drunk, I mean it's in your system for a very long time, and it's affecting you. People become dependent on it because they think that they can't have fun without it. They think that they won't be able to hang out with their friends anymore if they don't drink it. And if you have friends that never want to change, and they just love drinking too much, then just leave them. You can find better friends if you're not into that kind of thing. If you feel pressured every weekend to go out and drink, and spend your money on alcohol, and hurt yourself, like you're damaging your body, you're basically willingly killing yourself every weekend if you drink. And if you want to stop doing that, then you're just going to have to tell your friends your opinion. My friends know my opinion. That's why I don't really go out very much, because there's not a lot of people that I know that don't drink. So it's hard for me to hang out with people. And that's okay. I have a deep appreciation for things that are green. I could happily sit here in the rain talking to myself, essentially, because I'd rather be doing this than drowning in poison. I've been thinking all week about how to make this video work. I want people to take me seriously. I want people to understand that drug laws don't make sense, they don't work, scheduling doesn't work, alcohol should be illegal. I could easily get into other drugs, like, why is weed illegal? It has medical use. Why is mushrooms illegal? It has medical use. It cures depression, seasonal affective disorder, it cures a lot of things, and you can't get addicted to it. You build an immediate tolerance, so I could get into that, but there's no point. I'm not trying to make mushrooms legal. I'm not trying to make cannabis legal. I want alcohol to be illegal. If it wasn't so accepted in modern culture, if it wasn't accepted by every human, if people didn't accept it, if people said, no, that's wrong, don't do that, and if people didn't sell it in every single store in the world, crimes would go down. Crimes would go down, hatred would go down, and deaths would go down, and illnesses would go down. hospitals would be spending less money. People would be happier. People could start tuning into the global consciousness a bit better. There is no way to tune in to the world around us if you're clouded by a substance like that. This is kind of a personal thing that I have against alcohol. Is it comes in glass and it comes in cans. Glass and cans never end up in the trash. They always end up shattered on the floor. And I'm a barefooter. I walk around barefoot all day, every day. And so do animals. Because of other people's substance abuse, it's harming us. It's harming me and animals and anybody else that walks around barefoot. I get my feet cut. Because I live in a wet climate. My feet are cut easily. You know how like when you're in a shower and your fingers go pruny? If you put a blade to that, it would slice right open really easily. If it was dry here, I wouldn't get cut so much. But that's just one thing I have against alcohol, is that I see glass everywhere and it doesn't go away. People never pick it up either. So every single weekend, my town is like covered in glass. And what am I supposed to do? Look at the place that you live. Look at how many bars you have in the place that you live. My town probably has over 20, maybe over 30 bars. Alcohol companies make so much money. They're like the biggest drug cartels in the world. They make billions by selling poison to people. And people willingly buy it because they think it's okay. When people are drunk, they have no consideration for anyone else. That's what bothers me the most, is I'm afraid of humans. I'm afraid of everyone around me. They abuse alcohol, and that's negatively affecting me. It might be only affecting me in a tiny, tiny way. Here's the reason that I believe alcohol is legal. Because every government in the world uses alcohol as a tool to control people. Not in like a mind-controlling way, not in like a hypnotic way. They use it and they sell it because people will buy it themselves and they'll drink it themselves. No one forces them to do it. And then they're numbing their senses. They're clouding their minds. They're closing their third eye. They're doing all these things to themselves. They're willingly dumbing themselves down so that the government can then do whatever they like. They can get away with whatever they like, because people don't think enough, they don't care enough to fight against it. The government is small. There are only a few people in power, and then there's millions and billions of regular people who can easily overthrow them if you disagree with something. Like, we have the power to change everything. They just pretend they do. So they willingly allow alcohol to be sold legally because it dumbs down the population. It numbs everyone. So no one's ever going to question things. They'll just go on with their mundane lives. I know that most people in the UK drink because their lives are terrible. Like, their lives are really bad. They think that there's nothing more to life than their 9 to 5, and that depresses them. So to forget that and to try and to just be able to continue their lives, they have to drink to forget. And it's really sad. It's not something that I want happening to people. I want people to be able to think for themselves, to realize there's more. There's more than what they can see. If any of my friends are watching this that drink alcohol, I'm not trying to throw hate at anyone. I love everyone. I want everyone to love everything. Love is the only way we can save this friggin' planet. There is no love when alcohol is involved. Take alcohol out of the picture, we can fix everything. It's really quite simple. Take a look at your country's laws and just understand that they're wrong. I don't think I've got anything more to say. I think I said it all. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the nature sounds. I'm not going to put any music in the back of this. Please tell me what you think in the comments. I really want to know, no matter where you are in the world, I want to know what you think about this and why you think the law is the way it is. Alcohol kills people, and things like cannabis and mushrooms, they don't. No one dies from cannabis and mushrooms. Because it's raining, there's like so many little slugs and stuff walking around. Please come discuss with me in the comments. I want to have a good debate going on down there. If you don't agree with me, challenge me. Try and get your point across. Tell me why you think alcohol is in the right category. If you think alcohol should be legal, tell me why. If you agree with me and you think it should be illegal, tell me in the comments. I need support on this, because I feel like whenever I bring this up, people don't back me on my opinion. They don't think I'm correct. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm seeing this all wrong and alcohol's totally fine. But I really believe that the government wants us to die. They don't care about us. They want us to kill ourselves. They want us to be numb. They want us to just continue being cogs in their machine. And I, for one, I'm out here in nature filming a video. That is what I do. I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'll continue to speak out against things I disagree with. I'll continue making videos like this because I have a lot to say. If I want to say it and I want people to hear it, I'm going to say it. And if anybody knows how to go about changing laws, please tell me, because I'll do whatever it takes to make the substance illegal. Subscribe. I'm making new videos every day. Bye-bye. When do you ever hear of someone driving a car on LSD and killing someone? It just doesn't happen. That's because flying a spaceship is hard.